This is an Ingco 450 watts corded spray gun, and in this video I'm going to unbox it, tell you the price and review it. Hello there, my name is Dominic and let's start with the unboxing. I was really looking for a cheap spray gun and this is the one that I could find because I'm tired of painting with my hands. So let's see what's inside the box. First of all, the packaging. You can pause and read any section you want. Not many accessories inside here. We have the spray gun itself. Like I said, it is corded. This is not a wireless version. Those are the specifications: 450 watts, 800 ml tank, 200 to 240 volts AC, and 50 to 60 Hz frequency. Made in China. The accessories include this cap, the manual, and the pin. Let's see how this cap is called. This device is known as a viscosity cap. Like I always do, I'll have pictures of this whole user manual at the end of the video, so you can pause and read anything. But here are the specifications. This pin is for cleaning the nozzle. In Kenya, we use the BS standard plugs. That's why it's a 3-pin. Power switch is at the top. The paint nozzle and the air nozzles. So it picks up paint and throws it to this nozzle in the middle, and then the air blows the paint into whatever surface you are painting. So this model, it's not the model that the whole front piece just comes out. In this model, only the tank comes off. And this pickup tube, you can either orient it in two ways, like this, if you'll be spraying downwards, or if you're going to be spraying upwards, you can orient it. This gun has 3 spraying patterns. We have the vertical, circular, and horizontal. This is depending on what type of thing you'll be painting, and you can adjust that by turning this. You first of all loosen it and then you twist this. Like that. So in this direction, it will be spraying vertically. That's the circular spray pattern, and finally, that is the horizontal spray pattern. To test the motor, you just plug it into power. That is the motor switch button. If you remember in physics class, the Bernoulli's principle, just by spraying air at high speed from the nozzle, it's going to pick up the paint using this tube. And now, before I go out into the field and test it, I'm going to tell you the price. I bought this Ingco spray gun for 3,500 Kenya shillings, although I saw it's cheaper on Ingco's official website, which is 3,300 Kenya shillings. I bought this in a physical shop in River Road in Nairobi's CBD. That's me with the spray gun and the window that I've painted with this same spray gun. The spray gun has a cable about 1.5 meters in length, and without an extension cord, you can't use this thing outside. I'm very lucky because I have a very long extension cord. And another obvious thing, you can't use this spray gun without electricity. I actually had power blackouts during my painting process, and that really affected me, although it was just for like 5 minutes. One thing that I noticed is that this gun is heavy, especially when you have paint in the tank, it's heavy. So moving it across the window, painting it, it was heavy on my arm. So this is not something that you can use the whole day. Although this is just a hobbyist item, this is just something that I'll be using a few days in a whole month. Now I welded this window myself. This is the second window that I've welded, and the previous window I had to paint it with hand, and that takes a long time because I have to paint it by hand. Then I wait it for it to dry, and then I give it a second coat. Now with the spray gun, one coat takes like 5 minutes, and I don't have to wait for it to dry so that I can give it a second coat, because I can immediately go for a second coat immediately. With a brush, you know how hard that is, because you just end up stripping the paint that you did in the first coat. I love this gun because it can get into every single corner of this window. Another thing I noticed is that the gun is always on. The motor is always on, even when you are not painting. So you just need to turn it on and then use the trigger so that you can get the paint onto the surface that you are painting. I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of the footage because I thought I was recording with my GoPro. Turns out that the memory card was full and I didn't realize that. I kept on recording nothing, but I have a few footage of me finishing up the window. One thing I had to learn the hard way was how messy this whole process was going to be. I didn't even get a chance to use the viscosity cap. I was using this plastic bag as my filter because I didn't even have a filter. I first of all tried just spraying it thick, and it was too thick. The gun just shot blobs onto my test pieces. So that didn't work out. I had to thin the paint. Using kerosene. This whole process was messy. After I was done painting the window, you would have thought that I have been using this gun for a lot of years because of how dirty with the paint it was. I had to wash it using the same kerosene that I was using to thin the paint. It took quite a long time, but in the end, it was cleaner. Not very clean, but cleaner than it was before. All in all, I love this Ingco spray paint. The disadvantage, you have to clean up after you are done painting. And that process is a lot longer than just using paint brushes. Although when I compare the pros and cons of hand painting versus using the spray gun, I love the spray gun. I'll endure cleaning it after I'm done painting for like 10 minutes. That's it. I hope you learned something new today. If so, please like this video, share it with your friends. Let's meet in my other videos, and goodbye.